So the first round of the US Open was not what I was expecting. Well, kinda. We've already seen players like Daniil Medvedev getting knocked out extremely early on, not to say it wasn't expected, and Novak Djokovic quickly dealing with Le Netien. We've also seen both Ben Shelton and Taylor Fritz powering through their first round matches, but not only were the Americans playing well at home, so Mute got equally surprised as they were both dropped by players outside the top 30. And so here's my take on if the first round of the US Open is already showing signs of something extraordinary. But let's first split this video into three main topics: wins, unexpected losses, and predictions for future rounds. I'm also going to be making videos on each of the US Open rounds, so make sure to click subscribe to never miss out. First, we got one of the greatest tennis players to ever touch the sport. Starting off with incredible pace, Carlos Alcaraz swiftly defeated Reilly Opelka in straight sets. From the very beginning, Carlos had an 80% chance of winning, and by the third set, it skyrocketed to 98%. During the first set, however, Alcaraz barely approached the net, instead staying dominant at the baseline, where he was moving Opelka side to side every single point. In the second set, Opelka put up much more of a fight. He was even 5-4 up until he came to the net, which was when Alcaraz hit an insane shot straight down the line, catching Opelka off guard. That's when Alcaraz took the next two games and won that set 7-5. The luck that eventually gave him the win. Jannik Sinner, who had to retire from the Cincinnati Open just a week ago, quickly dealt with Kopriva in straight sets. In the first, Kopriva already racked up 5 double faults and had a 40% chance of getting in the first serve. This could have been due to the pressure of playing Jannik, especially in the Arthur Ashe Stadium. Eventually though, Sinner won 6-1, 6-1, 6-2. Next, Djokovic took on Le Netien, and despite Tien playing very good tennis respective of his age, he still got knocked out. At the beginning of the first set, both players were playing great tennis when Djokovic hit a strong forehand to Tien's forehand, thinking he'd be able to easily put away a volley, but instead Tien hit an amazing passing shot down the line to save the break point. When Djokovic was 4-1 up in the same set, Tien tried to hit that same net approach as Novak did, but this time Novak hit a cross-court passing shot to go 5-1 up in the opening set. Despite the one-sided scoreline though, the quality of playing was extremely high for a first round appearance. In my opinion, Perigard, Medvedev and Monfils were the most annoying losses. Now here are my predictions. This year's US Open feels different. The men's draw has much more depth, but the title race looks like it will narrow down to just 3 names: Alcaraz, Sinner and Djokovic. Each has a distinct case built on hard numbers, recent form and past success in New York. Alcaraz comes in as the most explosive contender since his 2022 breakthrough. He has won 80% of his matches on hard court, including a 14-2 record in North America this season. His ability to win long rallies, averaging 54% of points over 9 shots or more, has been the defining factor in the hot and fast conditions. However, his serve vulnerability has shown in big moments. He's been broken 22% of the times against top 10 players this year, leaving him exposed in tight fifth sets. Jannik Sinner looks like the biggest threat to stop him. His 2025 season has been the most complete yet, winning 3 Masters 1000 titles, improving his service hold percentage to 87. His head-to-head with Alcaraz now stands at 5-5, but he has taken 3 out of the last 4 meetings, including 2 on hard courts. What stands out is how his unforced error count has dropped by nearly 15% compared to 2023, showing he's managing big points with far more control. Then there's Djokovic. He's only played 37 matches this year, fewer than both Sinner and Alcaraz, but he's still won 31 of them, keeping a high 84% win rate at 38. His record at the US Open is quite staggering: 10 finals, 3 titles, and a career 88% match win rate at the event. What keeps him in the discussion though is not just history, but his return numbers. Still the best in the tour, winning 32% of first serve return points this season, but against younger players who now have more pace and fitness, will that be enough over the best of 5 sets? On the women's side, however, the narrative has shifted to Iga Swiatek and Coco Gauff. Swiatek has a 23-3 hardcourt record in 2025, holding serve in 91% of games. Gauff, however, owns 2 wins over her this season, and has now improved her forehand consistently. With the home crowd behind her and a perfect 7-0 record in night sessions, Coco Gauff could well ride that energy into another deep run. So my final prediction, Alcaraz and Sinner look destined to meet in the final once again, but hopefully Sinner doesn't retire like he did in Cincinnati just a week ago, with the winner shaping the next phase of men's tennis. On the women's side, I think Gauff has the momentum to beat Swiatek, but the margins will be super tight. I hope you guys enjoyed that video. It would mean so much if you like and subscribed and join my Discord community down in the pinned comment.